What's up, family? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are doing great. Happy New Year in advance as we are getting to 2024. We wish for success. We wish for prosperity. We wish for long life, and I wish you all every good thing that you are praying for. I wish you the best this next coming year as we're entering 2024. So in today's video, I want to show you all a place that is very, very important in our history as a people here in Cameroon. And I'm sure you all might have seen the slave dungeon in Ghana, you might have seen the slave dungeon in Angola and in Nigeria. But should in case you have never seen the slave dungeon here in Cameroon where our ancestors were being taken away right here from Cameroon, that's what I'm going to be showing you all in this video today. Now, I was supposed to be there myself. Like I said, we have a lot of there was a lot of work that I need to do in order for me to reconnect you back to the ancestral home. So content like this, I was supposed to be there myself. The place here in Cameroon is called Bimbia. It is located in one of Cameroon's major city called Limbe, which back in the colonial era it was called Victoria. So now, after the Corona era, the city was changed to what we now known as Limbe, and the little village in which this horrible act took place, that our ancestors were being taken away. The place is called Bimbia, and somehow the place has been abandoned by our government due to some say they don't want to tamper with history; they just want to allow it as it is, and some say it is because it reminds us of what our ancestors went through during that period. So it is like an abomination to all of us. So I'm going to be showing you all a little details, and you all just need to watch it and then we'll come back and discuss.
Than 400 years ago, this building was home for Cameroon's captured slaves. Thousands of men, women and children were chained and kept here in Bimbia. Walking through this door of no return, many started their journey into slavery to Europe and the Americas. Journalist and blogger Solomon Atta is visiting Bimbia with his friends.
From the history books, I thought it was something abstract, but today I've come myself to live the horrific stories of our forefathers. Just entering there, as soon as I stepped inside this gate, I put myself in the place of our forefathers, and just imagining the torture they went through, the psychological torture of entering that gate itself, it was really nostalgic for me. I almost felt like crying, but I had to hold my tears.
The rich history has not translated to proper management for Bimbia. Most of the structures are covered in vegetation, and a road leading to the place is yet to be constructed. 8,000 Americans have traced their ancestral roots to Cameroon. Researchers say more than 10% of all Africans who left the continent went through Bimbia. At least 200 ships involved in the transatlantic slave trade were anchored here. Bimbia Edimo is a descendant of those who once lived in the slave village. He works here part-time as a tour guide.
Everybody has to contribute for the development of the site, you see. And also, for me, I'm trying to create a group so that to encourage most the youth of this country to visit the site.
Now, before we continue, I want to say something. We all need to understand that this was the most horrible and horrific moment in the life of our ancestors. That period where they were being taken away as slaves. Now, upon all the things that they have passed through, all the torture that they have passed through, and they left us, they gave birth to us, and we descended from them. Do you think that they will be okay with us not uniting? Do you think that they will be okay with us seeing us being divided and still being under the same um rule or under the same people that once enslaved them, that once make them experience this horrific moment. I'm saying this because some of our people are even saying that this slave trade never happened. While some of our people say, why didn't our brothers and sisters then in the continent came to their rescue? If they really knew that they were being taken away as slaves, why didn't they come to rescue them? I'm going to be addressing this topic on my Patreon account. I'm going to be uploading audio podcast there on my Patreon account. If you want to get access to my Patreon account, the link of my Patreon account is on the channel description. I'll be addressing this some of this topic and some of the questions that some of our people have been asking. Like maybe they felt like the continental Africans didn't really care about them, stuff like that. So let's continue and then we'll come back to talk more.
The first vestige on the site so far. We didn't know that this was here. And this is an indication of what the site is like. There are so many vestiges that remain. Here you see the blocks here. You see the structure and how big it is. It goes back that way and comes around. This is an indication of the size of Bimbia as well. As we move forward, you'll see there will be many other vestiges that we see. At this point, we can say with confidence that the land space at Bimbia and the vestiges that are here makes Bimbia larger than Gorée in Senegal, larger than Cape Coast and Elmina in Ghana, separately and put together. Makes this space larger than the physical vestiges at Ouida, larger than the vestiges at Badagry. This, Bimbia, may be, in terms of land space, the largest site d'esclavage dans l'Afrique. I hope you understand the weight and the importance of this. We have just begun to do the work. This is not the end of now finding a vestige that has been hidden in our history for so long. That is a major accomplishment, and Cameroon in 2013 declared Bimbia a national historic site. Some people go left.
So family, I hope you all have seen Bimbia. You all have seen how the place is, though the place is covered with vegetation. And I was supposed to be there myself, like I said, because if I was there myself, there are more details that I would have shown you all on how our ancestors went through the things that they went through there at Bimbia. So if you're having your ancestral DNA that came from Cameroon, then 100% sure that your ancestors went through Bimbia. All right. So I was supposed to be there myself, but now, like I said, I'm still working on some resources and some top gears that will also enable me to create more professional videos and to bring in more of the African culture to you all, because the goal of this channel is to reconnect you all back to your ancestral roots here in Africa. So that's what I said. So I want to thank you all that have also been supporting this channel, that are subscribed to this channel, my returning viewers. I am nothing without you all. And if you just come new to the channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to join the family. And also share the video with some of our brothers and sisters who you might feel like they might want to know this information, or maybe they have done their ancestral DNA and it points them to Cameroon, but they haven't seen the slave dungeon here in Cameroon. This video will really be helpful to them. So I'm going to see you all family on my next video, and have a nice day you all.